Hello and welcome to the Property Show, your one-stop shop for all your property buying decisions, new projects, best prices, legal advice and tax help. You can find the best voices in the business with the most credible data only on this show. And the final word on your property investments comes from my expert co-host Sameer Jasuja of Prop Equity. On the show today, let's take a look at the lineup. Our top story, roaring supply but whimpering offtake. Why are there few takers for Mumbai's luxury projects? In Pune's booming industrial towns, top residential projects under 80 lakhs. 1 BHK deals in 1 crore in Mumbai's prime locations. Where to invest in Mohali to grow your money, best project recommendations on the show. Greater Noida and also the Yamuna Expressway region, smart investment ideas for a mid-segment budget. Luxury residential addresses in Chennai's new property hotspots. And it's freebies galore this Navratri as desperate developers try to woo home buyers to push sales. First up, what's making news in real estate? What's changing on the infrastructure side of India's top property markets? Here's a quick wrap.
Metro connectivity in the Noida region of NCR is likely to get a boost with the UP government clearing 2 major route extensions. The state government has cleared a 29.7 kilometer line from Noida city centre to Greater Noida and another 6.7 kilometer stretch from city centre to Sector 62 in Noida. The city centre Sector 62 link is likely to cost over 1800 crore rupees, while the Noida Greater Noida route is estimated to cost over 5000 crore rupees. Both are expected to be completed by 2017. The UP cabinet has authorized the Noida Authority Chairman and CEO Rama Raman to set up a special purpose vehicle called Noida Metro Rail Corporation and to enter into a memorandum of association and article of association with the company. The UP government has also appointed DMRC as the turnkey consultant for putting both long-awaited projects on track. Banks have offered to sell forms to the Delhi Development Authority's housing scheme even on national holidays, keeping in view the long weekend and the deadline to submit them drawing closer. DDA officials said that private and public banks have approached them offering to open their counters at the authority's headquarters on 2nd and 3rd October, both of which are national holidays, to continue the sale of forms. Around 16.5 lakh forms have already been sold over DDA's websites, its counters and form counters, and the websites of several banks. The sale of forms began on September 1st and the last date is 9th of October. India's first smart city, the Gujarat International Finance Tech City or GIFT City, is likely to receive over 4,500 crores of investments from a host of real estate developers. These developers include the likes of Mumbai's Hiranandani, Bangalore's Brigade Group and Pune's BU Bandari landmarks. According to the director of GIFT City, which is coming up near Gandhinagar, this investment will be made towards building residential and commercial complexes within the city. According to reports, this is the biggest participation of real estate developers in the GIFT project so far. The centre has approved proposals of IT major Wipro and the Mumbai Futuristic Economic Zone Private Limited to set up SEZs in Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra. The decision regarding this was taken by the Board of Approval headed by the Union Commerce Secretary. Wipro has proposed to set up an ITES zone in Andhra Pradesh on an area of 1.22 hectares, while Mumbai Futuristic Economic Zone has proposed to set up 2 SEZs, one biotech and one ITES in Maharashtra. The biotech SEZ will come up over 24 hectares. The ITES zone will be developed on over 10 hectares.
All right, starting with the MMR region, we have Avantika Sharma. She'd like to invest in Pune. Hi Avantika, go ahead.
Hi Sameer. I have started a factory in Chakan industrial area and now I'm looking for a ready to move in apartment for myself. Okay. So it should be 3 BHK and in gated community. And I prefer Mumbai-Nasik highway.
All right. Something close to Chakan industrial area, Sameer, and preferably on the Mumbai-Nashik highway.
So we would recommend Moshi as a suburb, which is of Pimpri-Chichwad district. It's situated in the intersection of the Pune-Nasik road and the Dehu-Alandi road. So that meets your requirement and it's a preferred residential location for numerous professionals due to its proximity to the booming industrial area of Chakan. And here the inventory overhang is a little bit of a cause of concern, about 27 months. The weighted average price is shot up to 3,800, but the price appreciation continues to be pretty good. It's about 13.6% on an annualized basis. And here there are 2-3 gated options that we think are right for you. Woodsville by Farande Spaces. This project is spread over 50 acres to be developed in phases. All major banks are financing, and phase 1 is ready and sold out, and phase 2 bookings are going on. It's located off the spine road of Pune and Chennai highway. Second is Star Y by Royal Star Group, Moshi, 4,000 rupees a square foot. It's coming up in 5 towers on a 2-acre plot, so a smallish kind of a development. It's located on the Dehu-Alandi road, adjacent to the Priyadarshini High School. All necessary approvals also of this are in place. Gandharva Excellence Phase 1 by Yogesh Enterprises. This is at 4,200 rupees a square foot. Project is spread over 9 acres with 9 towers. This is a mid-level stage going on right now with respect to construction, because the G+12 storied and 6th floor is under construction. It's located on the Dehu-Alandi road near Modern College, and builder is coming up with 18 shops in this complex as well.
Alright, so Avantika, Moshi is the market that will serve your requirements. It's about 10 kilometers from the Chakan Auto Hub and also bang on the Pune-Nashik highway. Infrastructure is all in place, schools, hospitals, banks, all in close proximity. Let's recap the options for you. Woodsville, Phase 1 by Farande Spaces, Star View by Royal Star Group, and Gandharv Excellence by Phase 1 by Yogesh Enterprises. Next, Vishal Bajpai has a question. Hi Vishal, go ahead.
Hi, good evening. This is Vishal Bajpai from Mumbai. I'm looking for a property, basically a 1 BHK, ready to move, ready for possession, somewhere in south or central Mumbai, areas like Masgon, Parel, Dadar, Sion or Wadala Bhakti Park.
Okay. Alright. Vishal has a budget of 1.3 crores. Shortlisted Sion, Parel and Majgaon. Do these work?
Well, from our point of view, Wadala is a great micro market which is very central and is right priced at this point in time, and the connectivity over there is fantastic, with metro rail, monorail services also getting operational. And then we have Lower Parel, strategically located in South Mumbai, and Tilak Nagar, which is between Kurla and Chembur station on the harbour line of the Mumbai suburban area. And these 3 locations, if you look at the weighted average prices, 22,500 for Lower Parel, Wadala 17,750 and Tilak Nagar is 11,900. And on the inventory overhang figures, Wadala is a little higher, of 26 months, and Tilak Nagar is about 15 odd months. Price appreciation with the oversupply in Lower Parel has been slightly lower, 5%, and Wadala has been higher at 8% on an annualized basis. The projects that you can consider are Roopji Arena by Roopji Constructions, Lower Parel, 20 to 21,000 rupees a square foot. It's a standalone redevelopment project, G+23 storied building, and painting work is in progress. The Baya Grove in Wadala at 12,750. It's a very attractive price over here because it's an SRA redevelopment project of G+15 storied. But you must do your homework when it comes to redevelopment projects. There's a lot that you need to know about before you make a wise decision on redevelopment projects, and this project is getting ready in 2015. And then you have Rajshri Clover. This project is getting ready in 2014 itself. It's also a redevelopment project trading at 13,500 rupees a square foot, so very well priced, and developers already delivered more than 6 projects in Mumbai.
Alright, so Vishal, recommending you Lower Parel, Wadala and Tilak Nagar. The locations that you spoke about, Majgaon, Parel, Sion, very limited supply of 1 BHK which you're looking for. So instead, the 3 locations we're talking about will give you homes in your budget, and also we're giving you projects at good locations with accessibility and connectivity to the commercial hubs. Also, Wadala in particular has the monorail services which are already operational from Chembur to Wadala. This is the phase 1. So let's recap the options. Roopji Arena by Roopji Constructions, the Baya Grove by the Baya Company, and Rajshri Clover by Rajshri Developers. Alright, Mumbai has seen a slew of launches of luxury housing projects recently. However, demand for these projects hasn't quite kept up with the supply. Is this pointing to a slowdown in Mumbai's luxury housing segment? Nikhil Narayan Sividas uncovers the stress points that Mumbai's luxury housing market is facing.
Mumbai's skyline has been changing rapidly. Nowadays, it's not unusual to see luxury and super luxury projects dominate the skyline as developers rush to woo the rich Indian investor. One such investor is Ambuj Agrawal of Macquarie. He is on the lookout for a quality luxury housing project to invest in, but he's far from impressed by what's on offer.
the prices have significantly increased and they were more expensive than what I would have liked to invest in for a property of that magnitude of a particular location. Key is investment growth. From current levels, I am not very convinced that I would be able to realize a return which is equal to equity markets.
Sky-high pricing is fast deterring investors and end users like Ambuj from investing in Mumbai's luxury housing market. End users are not ready to pay these prices, while investors prefer markets like Delhi and Bangalore, which offer more space and amenities for lesser costs. Even price appreciation for these units is limited, thanks to their already high prices. Realtors tell NDTV that clients are placing very specific limits on the kind of price points they are happy with.
If they're looking at a 2 BHK, configuration, they're comfortable with, price points between 3 to 4 CR, let's say. And if they're looking at a 3 BHK, max between 4 to, let's say, on the outer surface, 6 crores. Anything above those kind of price points is where we, face a slight challenge.
That's bad news for developers who have been rushing to launch these high-margin luxury projects. In fact, the spate of launches coupled with low absorption has resulted in oversupply in the luxury housing market. The second quarter of 2014 saw only 231 units costing more than 6 crore rupees being absorbed, while a little over 7,000 units remained unsold.
There are a lot of HNIs and NRIs who have those kind of disposable incomes and are okay with those kind of budgets, let's say from 6 crores to let's say even 20 crores. But the question is, what is that number? And that number is very less as compared to the kind of inventory that's available, the kind of price points that are there.
The trouble is that your supply has come in one go. If the supply was staggered or if the supply was still under control, there is enough demand. But the trouble, as I said, is, these were all aeroplanes parked on the runway and all of them took at the same time. That's where the trouble is.
So is it the end for the luxury housing market in Mumbai? Experts say that developers need to make urgent changes to their strategy if the luxury housing market has to pick up. Changes which include reconfiguring the existing projects.
If somebody was to say, we don't need to do anything, I think the market will come back, market will take it, or we are fine, I think they're fooling themselves. Because clearly market is going to be good, but it is not going to be that good that the supply that is coming up is going to get absorbed so quickly. So there has to be a hard work, there has to be a thought, there has to be that reconfiguration that is happening. And I know in many of the developers' offices today on the luxury, they are looking at that reconfiguration happening so that the ticket price becomes more palatable. I wouldn't say affordable, more palatable.
The writing is on the wall. Developers need to stagger the inventory available in the open market and change their product strategies or continue to face slowing sales. From Mumbai, Nikhil Narayan Shivdas for NDTV.
And with that, we'll take a small breather, but you stay tuned in a few minutes. With festive discounts and free gifts, developers try to perk up sales this Navratri. And if you're looking to invest in Mohali, a look at top affordable projects.